Hey, I'm back to talk about menopause and black women. So some of y'all are coming for me, not on TikTok, but some of those other platforms, where they're saying, well, Stephanie, why do you have to talk about the difference between black women? It's all the same. Well, as a scientist and a pharmacist, let me pull out my research and prove it to you. Number one, a study that the University of Michigan, which is a very respectable university, they looked at the SWAN study. If you not heard of the SWAN study, that is a study of women across all nations. This is a study that has been going on since 1996, and it is a study that looked at approximately 3,300 women, and it follows them through midlife. Very reputable study. Search SWAN study, and it has so much great information. But let's get into it. Now, the first line in this article that talks about the study shows that black women reach menopause 8.5 months earlier, and some say even longer than that. Prior to white women. They also have hot flashes, depression, sleep disturbances, but are less likely to receive hormone therapy as well as medical and mental health services. So, this is a study that has 25 years of research from the SWAN study, but let's go further if you still don't believe me. So, what the University of Michigan did, they took that SWAN study, which has over 500 studies just from this one study that started in 1996, and they analyzed it. And it says, our analysis suggests that the enduring influence of structural racism, differential access to goods, services, and opportunities of society by race is a major contributor to the health disparities between black and white women in the midlife. So, let's look even further than that. So, in this study, the researchers evaluated the differences in experience of the menopause transition of black women and white women using exposures such as socioeconomic characteristics, everyday discrimination, and life stressors to evaluate the impact of racism and health outcomes in 6 different areas. They looked at menopause symptoms, sleep, mental health, health related quality of life, cardiometabolic health, and also physical function. At baseline, 46% of white women, 40%, 6% of black women, compared to 37% of white women reported experiencing vasomotor symptoms, which are hot flashes and night sweats, and 27% of black women reported clinically significant depressive symptoms compared to 22% of white women. So in these studies, they are showing that black women actually had more vasomotor symptoms. They went into perimenopause earlier than white women, and they had perimenopausal symptoms longer as well. Moral of the story is, guys, I'm a pharmacist and a researcher. So when I bring you information, I've done my due diligence by looking at studies that have reputable backgrounds, and I'm making sure that I'm bringing you information you can also look up yourself. So make sure, go read the SWAN study. They have tons of information about menopause, not just related to race, but in general. So read it and let me know what you think.